I was wondering what you had in mind. I mean, why did you coined or created this world Néo-Cinéma? What is it?
Yeah. So for me personally, the idea began years ago, I would say, and some of my experience with when I was working in cinema, traditional cinema, it felt to me like a great transition was starting to take place, enabled by computers, computer graphics, digital things, and the insights that I started to get by working in a sense like a simulation of the cinema we would one day make with cameras started opening up my thinking. So, I would do a lot of things to plan what seemed to be impossible, kinds of photography using visualization and simulation, but
You have
spending.
studied cinema at New York University.
Yeah, yes, I did. Yeah, yes. I love cinema. I love traditional foundational cinema. I love the history of cinema. I love what happened just before cinema. These things are all sort of in my thoughts. But when I started to realize that I could have no limits, for example, with a camera, if I use a computer to sort of approximate what will be at some point photographed or captured, um, then I realized, oh, I really can. It's like having kind of the God's eye, perspective, um, infinite perspective on anything as a starting point, and then you make choices about, okay, what narrow path am I actually going to choose from an infinite options. But it was just that way of working that in that way that allowed me to realize that at some point cinema will be this way all the time, not just in a planning sense, but at a certain point we will be able to make cinema without any physical world constraints, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, so that was the beginning of me thinking, okay, cinema's changing, right? So there's this like pre-time of physically bound cinema, and then this new time kind of coming where cinema basically has no limits. So neo-cinema, my thinking started around then, and it accelerated as the years went on, from just using computers and simulation in computers to game engines, and using game engines, and starting to think about
Mix.
procedural things that you could do, and then has completely gone a whole nother plateau with the introduction of generative AI,
Mm-hmm.
and all of the new kinds of emerging things. So neo-cinema really encompasses this trajectory, I guess, right, towards limitlessness.